Hmm. Okay, now we want to make the assembly. It's exciting. We're going to click on New. This time we're going to do standard.iam. Okay, so this is a little bit different than maybe what we've seen. First thing we're going to do is we're going to place. Place just means we're going to bring in a part. So if you have your project set up right, it should take you right to your Simple Toy folder. First part I'm going to place is the base plate, because that's kind of like our base part. It's not going to move. So I'm going to say OK. Click to place one part. Then I'll hit Escape. Okay, so there we have our base plate. Next thing we're going to do is place our corner guide blocks. So I'm going to say place corner guide block. I need 4 of these, so click, 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 and then right click and say OK. And now we're going to use our mating conditions. So what you do is click on Constrain, not Joint. I actually don't know what joint does. So we're going to say Constraint, and then we're going to say Mate. Mate puts 2 surfaces together, and so they can move any way they want as long as they're together. So let's maybe rotate a little bit. Click the base there and that surface there, and it'll put those 2 surfaces together. Then we can say Apply. Notice that this slide block can still move in all the other 2 dimensions, because it's still satisfying that mating condition. So maybe we'll put this slide block right in this corner. The mating condition we can use is called Flush. It's still under the mate type of constraint, but it's called a flush because it puts 2 surfaces, it aligns 2 surfaces. So I'm going to align this surface and this surface, and then I'll align this surface and this surface. So this one is now locked in place. By the way, I can right click on my base plate in the model viewer, in the this has a special name, but it's late right now and I forget, model tree or something. Click Grounded. Now so that one's grounded, so I should, oh yeah, we made it this one, so it can't move. Okay, but now the base plate is grounded. So I'll just go through and do the rest of these now. Constrain, boom, boom. Maybe we'll put this one in that top corner. So I'll apply that one. This may want to be to here and here. Apply. And then I want it to be from here to here and here. Apply. Done. Constrain the next one. Put this one down. Apply. Make this face flush to, I think, that one. Make this face flush to that one. Good. Next thing we'll do, make that surface to that surface. I made a mistake. Need to cancel it. Make this one to that one. Then, whoops. Sorry, I need to apply it first. Then I'm going to make flush. Wait a minute now. I think I want to make this face flush to that face. Apply. And that face flush to that face. Apply. Good. We got the corner guide blocks in. Maybe next thing we'll do is the, how about the slide blocks? Okay. So we're going to go to Place, and then Slide Block. Boom. Okay. So since I want this one to be right in the middle, I'm going to activate a middle plane in the slide block and a middle plane in the base plate. How do we do that? I'm going to do the base plate first. So double click on the base plate. Then you're going to click on Origin. Hover over these existing planes. There isn't a plane that goes right through the middle, unfortunately, but we can make one pretty easily. Click on plane, and then click one side, and then the other side. That's going to place a plane right in the middle. While we're at it, let's go ahead and put one in the other middle. Oops, gotta click plane again. Wait a minute, I'm having trouble. Maybe that side was already selected. So now I have two planes that go through the middle and they're perpendicular to each other. Now I'm going to say return to go back to the assembly. Now I'm going to make a center plane in this part, the slide block. Double click that one. Go to the origin in that one. Now I created this part in a way such that it already has the mid plane there. So I'm just going to right click on it and make it visible. Okay, now I can return back to the assembly. I can constrain this mid plane to stay that mid plane. I think I actually clicked on a point by accident, so I'm just going to cancel and try again. That plane to that plane and apply. And I'm going to put this face down on that face. Actually, it goes the other way, doesn't it? This is on the bottom. So it goes here, that goes on the bottom. And apply. Still want it to be able to move like that. So that one's actually finished. Now we're going to put in the slide block threaded, which is the same procedure exactly. Double click on that part, make that center plane visible, go back to the assembly, click constrain, constrain that plane to this plane so that they're mated, and then constrain this face to that face so that they're mated. And now this one can move as well. Okay, next thing we want to do. Why don't we put the crank arm in? So what we're going to do is we're going to place the crank arm. Place it in the part. So now what we're going to do is we're going to mate the crank arm to the top of one of these corner guide blocks. So mate, mate. There, it's on there. I'm going to use a different mating condition called insert. If I click on the center of this hole and the center of this hole, hit apply, doesn't like it. Let me think about why that is. What I did was I picked the wrong side of the hole. So let's try that again. Go to insert. We're going to pick the bottom. You got to pick the bottom of that one and pick the top of this one. Okay. Do the same thing with the other one. Pick the bottom of it and then pick the top of it. Apply. Cancel. And now this is where it's kind of neat, is that they actually all move together. All the mating conditions are being solved for all those different points, and you actually get some movement, which is pretty neat. Okay, now we're going to add the rest of these parts here. Let's go ahead and add these pins. So those are called, so I'm looking on the assembly drawing, that's balloon 3, which is item 3, that's the base pin. So I'm going to go here, say place, base pin, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go to constrain. This is the same thing, insert. Just use insert. Boom, boom. Might have to flip it around. Insert this one. That one actually went in fine. Insert the next one. Insert the next one. Just get all these in. Okay, that one I actually messed up, so I gotta try it again. Click the wrong side of the hole. So insert there to there, and insert there to there. Okay, let's put in balloon number 4, base socket head cap screw. So we're going to place the base socket head cap screw, and we need 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to use insert again. So constrain, insert, there to there. So it's important here now you're picking the bottom of the screw head and the bottom of the counter bore hole. Apply. Okay, good. Next thing we want to do is add in number 11. That's the arm socket head cap screw. It's a good name for it. Arm socket head cap screw. We just need one of those. Go to constrain. Insert the bottom of this one to the, which one was my slide block threaded? I forgot. It is the other one. So I'm going to go to insert right there. Apply. Then we'll get the arm pin. So we'll say place. Arm pin. Constrain. Going to insert top to the top. Flip it around. Okay. What's next? Crank knob. Place the crank knob. We're going to constrain. Just use insert again. That's really the easiest way. Put there, apply, and now we need the what screw is it? Whoops. It's number 7, which is the knob socket head cap screw. Okay. Constrain, insert, bottom of the head to the bottom of the counter bore hole, hit apply, and then cancel. And then you're done. And then you can, hopefully, we can get some movement out of here. So, kind of neat. Cool. Make sure to save.